the English Academy. I am Ruchika, and here I have a poem for students of class 12th, A Thing of Beauty by John Keats. I have the explanation of the poem and new words in it. Now I would like to tell you something about the poet. John Keats was born in London in the year 1795 and died in Rome in 1821 at the young age of 25 due to illness. He was considered a romantic poet of the second generation of English literature, and his poetry is characterized by sensual imagery, which is most prominent in his most popular work, which is a series of odes. Students, odes are lyrical poems which are meant for a particular subject. Today, Keats' poems are one of the most sought-after creations in English literature. This particular piece of poetry is an extract from his poem Endymion, a poetic romance which was published in the year 1818 and is considered to be an epic poem. Now, here is the background of the poem. It is based on the Greek mythology, which is about a shepherd by the name of Endymion, his quest for his love Diana, and how in his quest he falls in love with an earthly maiden who later turns out to be Diana herself. Here is an explanation of the poem line by line. The first one is, a thing of beauty is a joy forever, its loveliness increases. It will never pass into nothingness. In this line, the poet is saying that beauty is eternal. It is forever and it never fades away. Rather, it enhances with the passage of time. The next line is, but will keep a bower quiet for us, and a sleep full of dreams and health and quiet breathing. Here the poet is saying that beauty acts like a shade of the trees, a relaxing, cooling shade of the trees, which helps all the living things to relax under it and peacefully. The next line is, therefore, on every morrow are we wreathing a flowery band to bind us to the earth. Here the poet is saying that every day, every moment we have a desire to live further, which is because we get encircled in our love towards these beautiful things. And as we get wrapped up in the beautiful flowery band, this beautiful flowery band is our entrapment, is our attachment to these lovely, pretty, beautiful creations of God, and they give us reason to live further. The next line is, spite of despondence, of the inhuman dearth, of noble natures, of the gloomy days, of all the unhealthy and over-darkened ways made for our searching. In this line, the poet is saying that without beauty, the earth is full of gloom and sadness. There is nothing else to feel happy about other than the beautiful creations on the earth. There is cruelty all around and a lack of good-natured, humble people. The next line says, yes, in spite of all, some shape of beauty moves away the pall from our dark spirits. In this line, the poet is saying that it is this beauty, the beautiful creation of God, which removes the sadness and darkness of this world from our mind and soul. The next line is, such the sun, the moon, trees old and young, sprouting a shady boon for simple sheep. Here the poet has named a few beautiful creations of God. He says the sun and the moon are very beautiful and inspiring. The trees give us the valuable shade, which are a boon for all the living creatures. Here he has used sheep, which indicates all the living beings. The next line is, and such are daffodils, with the green world they live in, and clear rills that for themselves a cooling covert make against the hot season. In this line, the poet is trying to tell us that the daffodils have a lot of greenery in them. They give us a lot of color and make the world so vibrant. The clear flowing streams of water are very cooling and help us cool in this hot summer season. The next line of the poem, the mid-forest brake, rich with a sprinkling of fair musk rose blooms. This line says that the thick green bushes of forest fern are very pretty, and further he says that the beautiful fragrant musk roses which grow in this forest fern are very fragrant, full of fragrance, and are very beautiful. The next line says, and such too is the grandeur of the dooms we have imagined for the mighty dead, all lovely tales that we have heard or read. In this line, the poet says that other than the natural creations, the natural beauty, the stories of brave men who have sacrificed their lives are very inspiring for generations to come. These stories are also beautiful according to the poet. The next line is, an endless fountain of immortal drink, pouring unto us from the heavens' brink. This line suggests that these beautiful things made by God are like an endless fountain. They are like a nectar which falls upon the humanity, which falls upon us mortals. These immortal things are so precious that they give our life a meaning and help us in living our lives happily. These are the new words from the poem which will help you understand the text in a better way. The first one is bower, which means a pleasant, shady place under trees or climbing plants. Morrow means the following day. Wreathing means covering or to encircle. Spite is the desire to offend or annoy someone. Despondence means disheartened or hopeless. Further, few more words. Noble means of superior quality and having high moral principles. Pall is a cloud, and here in the text it means a dark cloud of gloom and sadness. Spirits means the soul, where our emotions and character lie. Sprouting is to develop suddenly in large numbers. Some more words are shady boon means a shade which is helpful to someone. Rills are streams of running water. Covert means not openly known or displayed. Grandeur means to impress. Dooms is the last day of existence. Immortal means living forever. Heaven's brink is the door of God's home. Here I will cover the question and answers of the poem. The first question is, list the things of beauty mentioned in the poem. The things of beauty mentioned in the poem are the sun, the moon, shady trees, beautiful daffodil flowers, streams of water, dense green bushes of forest ferns where fragrant musk roses grow, tales of heroic men who sacrificed their lives. The next question is, list the things that cause suffering and pain. The answer is, things that cause suffering and pain, according to the poet, are the desire to offend others, hopelessness, lack of noble men, bad health, unhappiness, gloom, and darkness. What does the line, therefore, are we wreathing a flowery band to bind us to earth? Suggest to you. The answer is that this line means that we get attached to the beautiful things around us and weave a pretty band which binds us with our life. This attraction towards the beautiful things becomes the reason for us to live. The next one is, what makes human beings love life in spite of the troubles and sufferings? The answer is, the eternal beauty of various things gives us happiness and relaxation. It makes us love our lives despite the troubles and sufferings. The next question is, why is grandeur associated with the mighty dead? Students, the answer to this is, the noble deeds of brave men who have sacrificed their lives are an inspiration for us. The beautiful legacy, the inspiring stories of this bravery is the grandeur which is associated with these mighty dead. Do we experience things of beauty only for short moments, or do they make a lasting impression on us? According to the poet, a thing of beauty is forever. You can see this from the first line of the poem. Further, even if we see a beautiful thing for a few moments, it has a lasting impression on our minds, and its beautiful memory which stays in our mind stays with us forever. It inspires us to live despite the ruthlessness of our lives. What image does the poet use to describe the beautiful bounty of the earth? The beautiful bounty of the earth is described by endless fountain of immortal drink, which signifies that God bestows us with all his beautiful creations which help us live despite the sad, gloomy aspects of life. Thank you, students, for watching this video. For more such lessons, do visit the English Academy.